Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Go on, everybody.
And as you can see, special guest, our friend, your friend, Kyle Petty, one of the co-hosts, Strat Chat Pod. Kyle, thanks for coming back, bro.
Thanks for having me. Love being here.
Guys, it's Big Brother 25. This is week 4, day 30. It is eviction night on Thursday, August 31st, for reference if you're watching these later on. Full spoilers ahead. And obviously make sure you check out the Strat Chat Pod. Kyle, where can people find you?
At Strat Chat Pod, just exactly as it sounds. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We don't really pay attention to the Facebook. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, we're everywhere.
TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok. See, I always forget that because I don't understand it.
So but they have them and they're posting a lot, and they get some high view videos and stuff too, which is awesome. So shout out Gina, keep doing them.
Really,
all right, cool. Eviction night, guys, but eviction night did not go as planned, really, for anyone. It was a real lopsided vote for I like Jag. I'm not sure, Kyle, you're gonna let everyone know your opinion.
Yeah,
he didn't go anywhere.
I like Jag. I don't see what the problem is. I don't know why everybody wants him out, and I don't think he's any more threatening than Blue.
I agree.
Blue,
he won one thing,
Well, Blue's involved, and we'll get to the pros and cons of each. But I obviously want to start with the kind of game mechanic that came into play this week. Kyle, this is a big surprise. It resets the whole game. No one going home. Matt winning the competition. It's kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese game, like a boardwalk game. What was it called, Bri?
It reminded me of a Survivor game. I don't know the name of it, but
yes, some kind
of Survivor game.
Ball down the pathway. Yeah.
Some cosmic comic BS, whatever. I mean, everyone in the comments will know watching it. And you had to slink the skee ball down the thing, not drop it in the hole, and it was down to a time in the basket. Matt winning it had the option to basically just reset the outcome of the votes, which we said we're going to heavily lopsided for Jag. We didn't know until after the vote, which I thought was a nice touch. Kyle, I want to go with you. You are the biggest Big Brother fan here, and obviously the most kind of kept up day to day. How do you feel about like where the house is right now? How do you feel about like the decision to get to where they got? Just like, what is your vibe on this week in general?
I have some mixed feelings on this week. I kind of thought it was a snoozer. I don't generally like it when there's one big alliance. It's just like steamrolling everyone. I'm not going to sit here and say that I necessarily want Suri and friends out of the house, but it would be nice to kind of see them in some hot water and just see what happens. Like, let's put Jared up there and just see what the house does. Let's put Izzy up there and let her spiral out of control. Like, come on, would that not be like the most amazing week? Like watching Izzy cry, like, I'm not to be mean, but it's a good time. That's what we want as a viewer. So like a little boring. Kind of feel bad for Cameron this week. I don't like this man, but like that man just stood there for 14 hours to win pressure cooker, and it was all for absolutely nothing. Like that's not right.
Out. Oh my God.
Yeah, it didn't have to be this week that this power came out. Like let whoever wins that does deserve to kind of get their flowers. Like this whole week being canceled effectively. That yikes.
It's to play HOH. That's his gift.
Yeah, you get to play again. Congratulations.
Damn. See you Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, at least they didn't like now take that away from him. At least he still gets to compete, but oof. But that's the game. Sorry, man.
It's a shitty Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
All right, can I say what I think about it?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I didn't love that no one went home. I would have thought if Suri kind of persuaded Matt to use this challenge or power to save Matt or to save Jag. And I was really hoping that she was thinking like, oh, maybe that means that Blue will go home. And that's like her Emperor Palpatine moment where she's like, Jared's like muse is going away. Now he's like focused back on the game. And I thought that would have been really cool. And I think it would have been a cool moment. I know it was a cool moment, like, oh, we're all happy that somebody's not leaving, but I think it would have been awesome to see the house like shocked. It's like, oh, by the way, you're leaving. with
Yeah.
0 votes, you're out. Just my opinion.
Yeah, no, there should have at least been like a replacement something. We should have had no eviction.
Mhm.
I agree.
Do you think it's possible that maybe the intention was to maybe use this power a little bit differently, and then because of the Luke situation, then maybe we just said, you know what, this kind of serves to put the whole game back on track for whatever else we
Good
have
point.
planned?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, this did seem it did seem kind of like orchestrated to a certain extent. However,
Mm,
I do agree that even if they didn't go with the eviction tonight, I do think by the end of this episode we should have had people up on the block, right? And then maybe Sunday's a special eviction or
mm.
whatever the hell. I mean, they do stuff out of order all the time, right? And they can mix it up, but like I
Of
think it would
course.
have been interesting to have somebody or at least both. I mean, I would have preferred both, but at least even one person, or find out like, okay, well, since this happened, this is how we're deciding who the two are, right? And we get some kind of cliffhanger in that regards. But overall, I mean, it is cool to see something get played, like frankly, that like we didn't know was coming, because if you follow the feeds at all and you're on Twitter at all, you have a pretty good idea of what a lot of this stuff was this week.
Mhm.
But obviously, not knowing who won the power and who was going to play the power and if the power is going to get played.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Mhm.
Um,
There's a
I
lot of
also
real
wish
and fake. Wait, go ahead. You go.
no, I'm just gonna say I also wish the competition was like a little bit more exciting. Um,
I agree.
like, for the fact that we were voting for days and like I'm telling my friends, like, oh, you gotta go to cbs.com/BB vote. Like, get your votes in. This is where we're voting. This is where we're splitting our votes just to watch them like
Watch somebody
roll the
do
balls
this.
out. Yeah.
Like, get 3 balls in there and
Ball.
like show me a timer, man.
Exactly. Yeah. And show me a timer too. Yeah. Thanks for mentioning that because, like, how do we know that there weren't some
Right.
shenanigans with this? Like, and there's always chatter about that, like production kind of meddling in a way to kind of get like whatever outcome they want. And
Yep.
how do we know that didn't happen here?
We
Exactly.
demand transparency. We
Yes. We want to
demand it.
see
We
all.
deserve it. Look, the short, like the long, like the time, the longest time was like 50 seconds of someone that actually finished it. A lot of people dropped off, and then the people that did it fast did it in like under 30. That's BS. They couldn't show that with the running timer, right? Like I call
I think
shenanigans.
Suri was like, wasn't she like 12 minutes?
That's pathetic if that's the case.
Yeah, but
I'd
like
say that.
whatever. They can skip someone like that.
She should have done better. She's on Survivor. They do that challenge all the time. They're
Right.
bouncing stuff, blindfolded. People are yelling at them to like lift it up high. Like she should have
Right.
been better.
Cerie's too worried about her son, like acting a fool right now. And the argument we got to see with them, like she'll never do it. She'll never get rid of her own. I mean, I don't think she'll get rid of her own son. But this dude's gonna would like. I feel like he would betray her the way he's acting, the way he's getting them all in the game. Says he wants to be like an all-star or a legend. That comment got me the EBGBs.
Please.
He's been like a lower tier character, I would say. Like goodness wise. I would
Yeah.
love if Suri got rid of him. That would be awesome.
I would love
That'd be
That'd be a
awesome.
great week. That'd be a great
Yeah.
week.
I
What
think
is
she might, man. If it gets low down in the game and he's like he's like hurting her game, she could like pull some strings to get other people to vote for him, and then she just doesn't vote for him.
It's his mother though.
I would also love to see somebody vote for. I don't want to see a sweep anymore.
I want to see
Sick.
this.
no?
I'm
I want
sick
to
of
see a
that.
split house. Yeah. What did you think of the conversation between Jared and Suri that we saw tonight, with her like basically saying, "Listen, the vote's going to be for blue. That's what you got to do." I kind of stood on his side with most of that, though. Like, you don't just come up to me and tell me where my vote is going and not even act like I'm part of the decision making process that got us there. Like, like what is that?
That
Like,
was the
that's not
parent coming
really.
out in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like,
that's like it's like a tired day because frankly, you're right, Kyle. Like she knows better than anyone how he needs to feel included and needs
mhm,
to like knows like what will upset him and knowingly like leaving him out of something and just telling him she knows that's going to upset him. So
right.
again, it is a very interesting dynamics. There's a mother son thing, and it is almost like one of those things where like you can get away with treating your mom or your son kind of like crap, right? We all do it, but you're just gonna forgive that. It's like it's a non-starter really, like of like losing that relationship. And so I agree with you that like they don't need to like get in his face about Blue. I think again, if you have all the intentions of getting rid of her or whatever, include them in on the meetings. Like, you don't have to
Yeah.
call her out or say anything crappy about her. Just say she's not really in our alliance, and yeah, she's next up. And if he makes a case better for someone else, or she's got some kind of power, then whatever. But just know, like, she's not in this group, and she's not in this group. So, like, we're not just going to include her in an alliance because you guys are in a showmance. And so, as long as, but I think maybe she kind of subconsciously knows he may not be able to handle that, like, calmly. It doesn't seem like it. Again, the comments about him wanting to be his own player in a game, like, why? You got a great situation, man. You got a
Right.
great situation going. Like, what you if you do well and don't act up and maybe make a cool move later on, but it's deeper in the game, you'll get to go do something else. Probably reality. There's a million shows now. You can be on the freaking Traders or something. Like, whatever.
Yeah, because you already have a name for yourself just because your last name. So like that was enough just on that. And his spot in the house is still like really right down the middle. Like he's got people on the other side that are gonna kind of keep him safe. And you have your mom over there who's not gonna let anything happen to you. So like, why ruffle any feathers? Just let Blue go. Just let Blue go.
Mhm. I agree.
I
Yeah.
really am interested about like the feeds like early this like weekend. You know what I mean? I really want to see like do we know like do we have any shut off scheduled or anything like that, or should we have normal like feed access?
Nothing scheduled. It'll definitely be off tomorrow for the HOH competition. But we'll get to see the results of that just probably by tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's true. That's
Feeds
true.
will
Yeah.
be off when you're trying to storm the gate when you're in LA.
On Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm in LA Tuesday and start yelling over the fence, trying to just
Expect that.
encouragement, no spoilers. We won't tell anybody anything.
Just want to cheer you guys on. Wish you
Swear.
happy Labor Day.
No, I would definitely be like, don't trust him. He dragging me off the CBS lot when I got it undercover via the lot tour.
A lot
Which
tour.
probably they don't know if are they even doing can they even do are they doing it even during like the right they probably aren't still doing them during the writer strike. They don't care.
Yeah.
And a lot
Unless
more
that's their
empty
only
spaces.
form of income at this time. So like maybe they will.
And us watching Big Brother getting their ad money. Um Look, I agree. I think overall the episode wasn't super stellar. I do think we had some revealing conversations though. And I am interested in seeing how much the house is fixated on who played the power and how much the house just like moves on. Do they just kind of reconvene and go, all right, let's just do the same thing and try to, depending on HOH obviously, but if it's in the alliance, we just nominate the same people and just kind of restart it, or is it a new fresh batch of people we see? It's going to be interesting.
New.
Yeah.
I think it depends on who wins. What if Cameron wins again? What do we get? I think he's gonna want to know who used that power because
Right.
he's definitely gonna be salty AF. Like he's
I'm
mad.
surprised
He's
he wasn't
big mad.
madder. I was like kind of annoyed that he was clapping. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're saying woohoo." He should be
I think
pissed.
he's stewing, dude. He's got to be stewing. It wasn't he's stewing.
Yeah.
That's why I
I
want to like almost see the feeds right now. I'm like, I just want to see if he's like pissed off.
yeah, I think he's at like a low simmer.
Right now,
Like
it's
I
in
think
a
he's
simmer.
yeah, like he's definitely he's heated. He's heated for sure. That first conversation he gets to have with Red in private,
He'll be good.
yeah,
The
that's gonna be
fuck?
good. Right.
I'm madder than this. He's gonna like Red's gonna have some like saying about.
Yeah.
I'm madder than a beaver that isn't like
Trout
wood.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm madder than something southern with a
Yeah.
twang.
Yep.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Overall, no, I think, like I said, I'm interested to see the feeds this week. I am looking forward to checking in on the competitions. I'll probably check in on Sunday night. There's not a lot else on Sunday night. And then Thursday may be a little tough for me because I will be on the West Coast on Thursday. So depending on what my work situation is, maybe be able to tune in. It will be interesting to see some of these shows from the West Coast time. Do they all like Big Brother's live, right? So it will air like 5 p.m. on the West Coast, right?
I don't think so. It's live for us. I don't think it's live for them.
That's interesting. So it's still on at 8 for that.
Yeah, I think that's why it takes a little while for the feeds to come right back up.
I have the
Mm.
DVR, thank God, so I can definitely.
Yeah.
And
They might ask for your location though.
we have VPN, right? So.
Oh yeah. There you go.
So.
Tap into NYC. I think that's one of the locations you can use.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
I have to put it on my laptop, but I'll put it on my purse. I'll have to bring my personal laptop with me, but that's no big deal. Cool. But I think until next time, we have Kyle, Strat Chat Pod. You go
Yeah.
live, right? How many nights a week are you guys going live right now?
We are live twice a week.
Nice.
Mondays at 10:30 with Big Brother 25, and then Thursdays at 11:15. We like to have a little space to watch the challenge.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
appreciate you
and then we get it
sacrificing
together.
challenge time right now for
Are you
us.
sad you're
Yeah.
missing it?
I'm not sad. I can watch it. I'll watch it in the morning on Paramount Plus. But
You guys
yeah,
aren't doing stuff for challenge?
we are. We do that on Mondays at
You just
9:30.
combine it with Sunday Night Big Brother.
Yeah, we do like a separate. We do two separate streams on Monday
Okay.
nights just for that, for the challenge crew. Then we switch over. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice, dude. See, hustling, man. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of time, and honestly, like I said, we love coming on. I always have you guys running in the
I
background.
watch.
Yeah, I always have
Ah,
it on. I comment, by
nice
the
one.
way, a bunch, and it like never pops up on the screen.
Where are you commenting from? Are you commenting on Twitter?
No, I'm on YouTube.
I don't ever see it.
I don't watch it live. I
Controversy.
don't because sometimes
They're
we're
never actually
recording.
like actual comments.
Oh,
It's always like, "Hey, fam," and then it's just me like going and like working on like an edit. But you guys check it out. It is
He's got it
honestly
filtered.
great.
He's got you filtered, man.
I think
that
you're
is
thinking
absolutely not so.
I'm getting canceled.
No way. Definitely not getting canceled. But you gotta kind of come back sometime.
He's got us too and Brett
100%, bro.
filtered.
There's a
For
lot of
sure.
stuff going on in the fall.
No.
We watching. We got a lot of Survivor. Challenge will still be on for a while. Big Brother on for a while. So plenty of time. 100% we'll hop on
And the
anytime.
Amazing Race. You got 90 minutes of the Amazing Race.
90 minutes of racing per week, but they have the airports are back this week, this year, like having to book their own travel and do the airports. So that'll be fun.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fun.
that'll make it fun. That stuff's like my favorite stuff. Like when they miss flights or they choose to go different routes and stuff, and then who ends up with a better route. Like that's my favorite stuff on the Amazing
Yeah, and
Race.
people fighting at the travel agency and stuff
Yeah,
like
when they
that.
used to have to call
Yeah.
up payphones and stuff. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that was my favorite for sure.
Yeah. All right. I'll take an extra 30 minutes if we get that back.
We'll see. We'll see how it works. We can review our boy Logan and everyone. Obviously, they'll all be blogging it. So again, check out Strat Chat Pod, Twitter, YouTube, like you said, TikTok,
Yeah.
the,
Instagram.
the Facebook they don't check, and it'll all be perfect. But Kyle, thank you for coming on, brother, and doing double
Appreciate
duty
it.
tonight. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me back.
For sure, man.
Pleasure.
For everyone else, thank you. Peace.